Hi kindergarten! This week we're going to be writing opinion stories, and I have a lot of opinions. I know you do too. Remember, an opinion is different than a fact. A fact tells us something that's true and can always be proven. But an opinion is about how we feel about something. It's something we believe. And it's not necessarily always the same with everyone. Like, for instance, I love to eat pizza, but Adia can't stand eating pizza. She always wants to eat macaroni and cheese bites when we order out. So today we're going to think about our opinion, and we're actually going to think about our favorite hobby that we like to do at our house, since we are home right now. I was trying to think, in my opinion, what is my favorite hobby, and I think it's the best. It's better than anything else. So in my opinion, I'm going to show you, and let's see if you can guess what my opinion is about my favorite hobby from my illustration. Take a look. Okay, do you think you know what my favorite hobby is? If you guessed laying in a hammock, you got it. I love to go outside and be in my hammock, and I drew right here one of the reasons, in my opinion, that laying in a hammock is the best hobby to have is because I can lay out in nature. You see the nature around me. I also get to read my book when I'm in my hammock, and it helps me to relax. So that is why, in my opinion, laying in the hammock is the best hobby of all. So I'm going to write my words to accompany my story. And I'm going to start with my sentence starter, in my opinion. And you see my lined paper here, which is attached to this activity if you want to choose to use lined paper. So you can use this lined paper for this activity. And you see I have my skyline, my plane line, my grass line, and my worm line. And when I write my letters, I want to make sure that they're falling on the correct line. Okay? So I'm going to start my story with the words, in my opinion. And I'm going to use spaces too. So the first letter is going to be capitalized, and it's going to go from my skyline to grass, for my I, in. I know that's I-N, but I'm not going to make an uppercase N. I'm going to go lowercase n, plain line down to grass, and then I'm going to go back up and around. In, and I'm going to leave a space, and if I want to use my finger I can, or maybe I want to use a pencil to remember my spaces in between my words. Now, opinion is a really big word, so I'm going to spell it out for you. So if you're watching this video and you're doing your activity, you can copy this word. Okay, and you're going to complete your story, and you're going to tell me, in your opinion, what your favorite hobby is. In my opinion, my favorite hobby is laying in the hammock. So I would say that, in my opinion, laying in a hammock is the best hobby. Remember to reread your sentence as you go along to make sure that it's making sense, and that if you can read it, you can write it. If you can write it, you can read it. Remember that. Now, I want to give one reason why, in my opinion, laying in a hammock is the best hobby. And I gave you some different ideas when I was describing it to you. My first reason was that I love to be in nature. And my second reason was that I could read a book. But my third reason was that it helps me to relax. And that's 3 different reasons why I have this opinion. I want to choose one thing to write. So I think I'm going to say, I can read a book. So we did our opinion writing today, and we came up with our favorite hobby that we like to do at home, and we gave one supporting reason. Make sure that when you do your illustration and your text match. So if you're writing about a soccer game being your favorite thing to do at home, you should show a soccer ball and you playing it. And if you give the reason that you like to play soccer because you can play it with other friends, the other friend should be in the picture. Have fun writing this week. I can't wait to find out what all of your favorite hobbies are.